What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me once again for another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and today we have a review that's long overdue. Let me show you the beer in question. This is from the Smuttynose Brewing Company in New Hampshire. This is from the Smuttynose Big Beer Series. This is their Baltic Porter. Alright? And this beer I received in a trade I did with Barry, from Barry's Beer Reviews, youtube.com T-Salt. I'm going to put his link down here in the info bar. Barry and I did a trade back in early May, and late April, early May actually, and I got the other two beers. I've done, it was 3 beers. I reviewed the other two. That was the Victory Wild Devil and the Ithaca Old Habit, the infected batch one. And now this. I've been sitting on it for 4 months. It's finally time I get around to it. And I mean, sorry Barry, but it's finally getting done. So yeah, this is a Baltic Porter. For those who don't know, a Baltic Porter is basically a type of porter. It's a style that's been around since like the 1700s. Back then, especially to ship them across the Baltic Sea, they made the porters a lot richer, a lot stronger, a lot heavier in alcohol. This one in particular is 8.70% alcohol by volume, so this is a pretty strong porter indeed. It's kind of like an imperial stout. Stouts, you have a regular stout and an imperial stout porter. So you have a regular porter, and then the stronger, richer version is your Baltic Porter. In this case, punching it up on Beer Advocate, Smuttynose Baltic Porter from the Big Beer Series receives an A overall out of 293 reviews. It is categorized as a Baltic Porter at 8.7% alcohol by volume. Apparently it's a rotating brew, so they don't brew this year round. I didn't know that when that got by me. And yeah, that's about it. A out of almost 300 reviews. That's pretty damn good. I've heard a lot of good things about Smuttynose. They do sell them in my area. They don't, like around here, I'm still in Vero obviously, and around here they have the 6-packs of the regular, the regular year-round brews, but they don't have the bombers. I haven't seen the bombers around here. So this is the first time that I'm having a beer from Smuttynose, and coincidentally it is one of their big beers. So that's real cool. And since I haven't had anything from Smuttynose before, I am going to keep the cap. It has a little seal. You probably won't be able to see it. But it has a little seal on there, and it says, what does it say? Make mine a smutty. Okay, cool. So that'll go with the collection. It'll end up on my fridge one day whenever I finally fucking move and have a nice fridge. And without further ado, pop this guy right open. The lighter actually almost matches with the label there. And hold on to the cap, and there's some smoke creeping out of this guy. Now, glassware. For dark beers, I do like this type of tulip pint Guinness. You see a lot of Guinnesses served in glasses like this. This happens to be my Beamish Irish Stout glass. I haven't used it in a long time. I don't know if I've ever used it for a review, so what the hell? I'm breaking it out today. And let's get right to this 8.7% porter. It's 10 o'clock at night. I've already had dinner. This will be kind of like dessert. And there we go. Now I did let this warm up a little. I had it out the fridge about 10 minutes before I started doing the review. And look at, oh man. Yeah, smells good. Take a look at that. Black as all hell. Dark khaki head. I mean, it looks like a rich dark stout. This is not your typical lighter, easier to drink porter. I see absolutely no light through this thing, so that's black as hell. You can see the color of the head. It's just dark, brownish khaki, and cherry, chocolate, licorice, hints of brown sugar. Roasted malts, sweet, dark fruit, hints of plum, and just a hint of an earthy An earthy, crisp, bitter kind of hoppy thing. Yeah, that's, I mean, just off the looks and smells alone, this is exceptional. I'm going to enjoy my dessert tonight. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good beer. It doesn't drink like a porter, it drinks like an imperial stout. There's a rich, almost grittiness. There's a richness and almost a grittiness to the texture. And it's just bitter, but not from like hops, but from that astringency of the roasted malt. It's just, and at the same time you get hints of licorice, hints of like espresso, hints of dark fruit. And a bit of, I guess, slightly piney hops towards the end. You do get that bitterness from the hop. It's buried under the other flavors and the sweetness and the roastiness of it. So there's a bit of smokiness to it as well. The mouthfeel, the body, it's not super rich. It's still, I mean, it's rich. It leans towards the heavy side, but it's not that heavy. It's more like a medium heavy kind of thing, where it's still light enough that it's really drinkable. It won't weigh you down that much. You know, whereas, and that's where it's most reminiscent of a porter, is in that body and that texture. Dark fruit, espresso, roasted malt, a bit of unsweetened chocolate. Yeah, this is truly exceptional. Smuttynose Baltic Porter. If you can get your hands on this, if you like dark beers, stouts, porters, you know, rich, dark, malty stuff, and you see this, grab it. This may be only like the second or third Baltic Porter I've had, and it's the best one. As far as porters go overall, it's probably the best one, period. And as far as like stouts and porters, this is right up there with some of the best stouts I've had. This is right up there with the 1050. This is right up there with the Old Raspy. This is right up there with, oh, what was that other? There's another stout the Lion Stout was also very good. This is right up there with all of that. This is a really good beer. So once again, Barry, thank you. Out of the three, I'd have to say this is my favorite. This beer kicks ass. It really does. This is exceptional. This is a glass full. So Barry, thank you. I mean, what can I say? If you come across it, buy it. There's not much else. This is just really good. I'm going to have me an enjoyable dessert tonight. So on that note, I take my leave and I go enjoy my dessert. So as always, guys, thanks for joining me, and stay tuned for more. All right? Cheers. And the alcohol is well hidden too. Let me throw that in there. I don't want to drink it too fast or chug it too much because it's 8.7, but it's well masked, it's well blended, it's well put together. Yeah, that's it. All right, good night.